Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Hey. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing and all of that good stuff. Before I start, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching this video right now, why don't you hit that subscribe button? You should hit it, and as you're doing that as well, click the notification bell. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about ways I clear my mind, or how I clear my mind, or tips to use to clear your mind. Tips to get a clearer mind. You get the gist. And if that's what you care about and you want to know how to, have a clearer mind and live a little bit free, you should watch this video. So let's get straight into it. Number one would be to write down your thoughts in a journal. Actually, before I start, let me just tell you guys that, it's normal and it's natural for you to have, racing thoughts sometimes. Depending on the kind of person you are, you might have that consume you. You might have a lot of thinking going on in your head. Someone like me that has anxiety and has a lot of thinking going on, my mind is always racing. So I have to try and, consciously take steps to find a way to clear my mind to some extent. So if that's you, just know that it's normal, you're not alone, and even if it feels overwhelming, there are ways for you to get through it. So as I said, number one would be to write in a journal. Write in a journal, write in what's it called, like a diary or anything, even if it's like post-it notes, whatever paper you have, just write out whatever you're feeling. I feel like whenever you put things down on paper, you see it differently, and it also has time to leave your mind, so it clears a little bit of space. So writing down a lot has actually helped me. I don't know if it helps people out there. If you write down a lot in journals, you should comment down below and tell me how it makes you feel. So I found out that that's one thing that is really helpful. Number two will be some form of exercise. For me, it's taking a walk. I walk a lot, and I find that whenever I'm walking, especially if I'm listening to music simultaneously, so 2 and 3 will be walking, running, exercise, and also music. Music has been found to be very therapeutic. Also depending on the kind of music you listen to and the kind of music that works for you. But for me, whenever I listen to music, I tend to be in a different world. I feel like I'm somewhere else depending on the music I'm listening to. So sometimes all the time when I'm taking a walk, which I normally do all the time, I have music in my ears, and that makes me escape. It's like a form of like therapy for me, and I find that really works a lot. Like, I don't know how to explain how it feels, but forms of exercise and also music, which is very therapeutic, is something that you can try to clear your mind. So whenever you feel like you're getting really overwhelmed, just go outside or go to the gym, or I don't know, if you have a dog, take your dog for a walk. Just be with nature, like feel air or something. Like, I feel like that works really well, and this is something I do anyway, so I can tell you that it works for me. It might not work for you, but this is something that you should try. I have a friend who told me about boxing. I haven't tried it yet, but a lot of people say that boxing helps with clearing your mind, and I've seen it in a few like journals, and I've seen it in a few like books on getting a clear mind about like boxing. Like, it does really help you. I haven't tried it before, so maybe that's something that you can try. If you do try it, or if you box, tell me how it feels. So I think that goes with exercise. Another thing, or number 4, would be to meditate. And meditation can come in different ways. I want you guys to know that for you to meditate, what I've learned over the past few months is that meditation you don't have to feel like you're a professional doing it. So you're like one of those people who are like in one with, I don't know, you get what I mean, like people, what they call them, not yoga masters, but those people. Like, meditation can be any form of meditation. You can literally meditate wherever you are. So I think what you need to do is like get some knowledge on meditation, and I think it works. Whenever I get like too much thoughts in my head, I just sit down, I separate my legs, I put them flat on the floor, put my hands on my knees, and I just start breathing in and out, and I focus on my breathing, and literally that is meditation. So it really depends on however you view meditation, what you want to do as your own form of meditation. And also mindfulness, which goes hand in hand. So mindfulness is more or less, you focusing on every other thing, or being aware of what your surroundings, like counting lizards or doing things that you would normally not do. Be mindful of your surroundings. That helps you focus your mind on something else other than the thoughts that are in your head. So those like steps, or those 2 things, are really, really, really good, and I would definitely recommend for you to try that. The next one I will tell you to do for a clearer mind will be unplug from technology. Me saying this, I know it's really hard in this day and age where we rely on our phones and we rely on social media for everything we do, but I feel like once in a while you should unplug from technology, and that helps you clear your mind, because a lot of things that we focus on and a lot of things in our head tends to come from that phone, tends to come from that Instagram accounts, social media accounts, Snapchat, whatever it is. So one day, log out of those accounts and just unplug, literally. Even if it's for 2 days, 3 days. I've done it for like a whole week of not being on social media. Actually, recently, like, I had stuff going on and I wasn't on social media for like over a month. So like that form of like just unplugging and just focusing on yourself really does help you clear your mind, or focus on the things that matter the most to you that you can take care of. So unplugging out of social media is one thing that I would definitely recommend as well. Okay, and I don't know what number I am on, but the next thing I'll tell you guys to do will be something called substitution. So if your thoughts that you're having are not necessarily like, okay, I have to do this, or I need to get this done, or I need to sort this out for my future, but are more of like negative thoughts, then substitution will work perfectly for that. So instead of you focusing on all those negative thoughts in your head, try and replace those with positive thoughts. And you might still have a lot of things in your head, but at least like, you're combating that. You're not really thinking of the negative sides of things, but you're now thinking about positive side. So if in your head, you're always thinking to yourself, I'm a loser, I suck, I'm never going to make it in future, which, people tend to do, and people tend not to talk about it. You can substitute those bad things for something, more positive. It doesn't have to be something that it's unbelievable. So if you say, I'm never going to amount to anything in the future, don't try and substitute it with, I'm going to be, I don't know, Bill Gates, or I'm going to be the president, because you need to be more realistic with certain things like that. Substitute to be like, I'm going to have a nice house, and I'm probably going to have, a comfortable family. I'm going to be comfortable with my family. Things that are realistic, that you can actually do better than, which makes the substitution even more effective, because if you're substituting with something that is unrealistic, your mind is just going to be like, what's this person talking about? Like, can you actually chill? You're going to be fighting with yourself. And let's be honest, people actually do that a lot. So I think that would work, especially for negative thoughts. And the last but not the least thing that I will tell you to do, that I do for having a clearer mind, is distraction. This, however, does not really, take care of exactly what is going on in your head. The other things I've mentioned do to some extent, because sometimes you just need to focus on them. Like I said, you can write them down, you can do this, but this last one, which is distraction, can help you sometimes where you just don't want to even think about it. And that will mean you finding something that totally takes your mind off things. For me, that would be watching TV shows or watching movies. I would actually not even say movies right now, watching TV shows. I love that. Absolutely. I absolutely love watching TV shows. And that's one thing I know, that if I'm feeling overwhelmed, or if I have so much going on in my head, I would pick up my laptop, go to Netflix, or go and check somewhere else, find a new TV show and just watch it. And I find that just distracts me totally. At the end of the day, by the time I'm done watching a few episodes, I tend to feel a little bit lighter, because I haven't paid attention to what was disturbing me, and it just ends up going. So distraction is one thing that I would say works. To be honest, everything works, and I hope this list, or these things I've mentioned, has been able to help someone out there in being able to clear your mind, or having more of, should I say clear your mind? But yeah, should be able to help you clear your mind to some extent. I hope this was helpful. If this is helpful to you, write down also in the comment section below what you learned from this. And also, if I haven't mentioned any other thing that you think is helpful, please can you write that down so I could actually try it as well, and other people who watch this video can look at the comments and try it as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and please share if you like this video, and see you in my next video.